Hi, everyone. Welcome to the recap of my performance at 2025 Open Nationals. Going to start with last two warm-up squats that I took before I hit the platform. This one, about 551, which is pretty easy right there. Camera angles aren't great. The biggest thing I was looking for here was the depth. You get a different orientation here than the last one, but this is about 615. Again, just the last two warm-ups. I wanted to check my depth on these, make sure I was getting there. The first one wasn't quite there. This one here is about where I needed it to go. And then it was time to hit the platform. Opened up at 650. The stream glitched out on me, so you'll get to see the replay in just a moment. Got called for depth on one side. One of the judges thought I didn't go low enough, but 2-1, good enough to get the opener in. Went up to 683 on the second attempt, which actually moved a little bit better. It tends to be the case for me with my second attempts better than my opener, because usually I'm so nervous to get that opening squat in. I'm a little hesitant. It's a little slow, but that one came up no problem as well. That second one put me in a pretty good position for the overall lead. Coming out of my second attempt, I was already 77 pounds ahead of the guy in second behind me. So I thought about skipping this one, but went ahead and took it anyway. This is right at about 700 pounds and just not quite enough strength there today. I cut a few pounds in the week leading up to the meet just to make sure I wouldn't have any issues making weight, because at my last meet in March, I was right at the cutoff of 264 pounds. And if I didn't make weight at this meet, it meant that I had traveled to Vegas for nothing, because if I missed weight, I didn't get to compete. So made sure that I at least got weight, but took a little bit of strength out of me, so squat wasn't at its best. Bench press went very well, however. So opened with 462 pounds. This is one that I missed at my last meet in March. Couldn't quite get the bench press dialed in. It's a pretty easy opener. My warm-ups went surprisingly well. My bench, I was actually pleasantly surprised how well it moved, especially compared to how my bench press went at my last performance, where I just opened at 132 pounds just so I could secure a total, and then jumped up to 462, which is the same that I just hit at Nationals. But 462 in March, it went up, but there was maybe a little bit of a bar dip, so the judges red lighted it, and then I went up to 501 and just totally missed that. But here, went up to 473 and a little bit of change. Made some adjustments to the equipment there, and it went up actually easier than 462 did. So as much as I would have liked to shoot for 500 again, big Mike Zawalinski, who was helping me out there, just decided, hey, let's just keep building the total, because my opening attempt, again, just helped build my lead over the guy behind me in second, and each subsequent attempt was the same thing. So I finished with 485. Pretty simple one that you saw there. Put me in a pretty big lead coming into the deadlift. I felt pretty good that if I hit this opening deadlift, which is pretty light for me, it's 584, I figured even just one deadlift with how the bench press went, that would be enough to secure the overall win. And then same sort of thing with the bench, just kept building the total with the deadlift. This is 617, number I've hit a few times already in competition. Went up pretty well. Kind of similar to the squat, cutting a few pounds took a little bit of strength out of me. Ideally, I would have been able to push a little higher on the deadlift, but ultimately the goal was just to win. So this is 633, 17 pounds under my competition PR 650 that I hit back in March. And had to fight for it a little bit, but went up pretty smooth. So that gave me, really, it says 1801 here at the end, but 1802, given all the change from kilos, and good enough for the national championship.